Hello and welcome back to Revit for Construction Management. And in this tutorial, what we want to focus in is setting up sheets and printing in Revit. Okay, so we have, as you know, our project drawing that we've been using up to now on all these tutorials. And if we go into our ground floor plan, you can see that we've created sections and we have our ground floor plan. Along here we have 3D views, we've got elevations, and now we want to go to print. And the way we go about doing this is we will go to view. So from home, we go across to view. We go to sheet and we create a sheet. So as you can see here, there's two sheets created, and I actually don't want either of these sheets. I want to load one of the existing sheets set up in AutoCAD. So I'll go in and click on load. And in the load families, I'm going to go to title blocks, and I'm going to create an A2 sheet and open. Click OK, and this sheet then is a default family sheet set up by Autodesk. Now here I can go in, click in and say I'm going to put in floor plans. Okay, I click outside. And I could also put in the project, type in the project name. So I'm going to go football clubhouse. Okay, so now when I come in, I now want to bring in my views into this. So I have a sheet, and what I can do then is I can take I've set this as being floor plans, so let's bring my floor plan in, come over, click across, and click my floor plan into position. Okay, you can see there I have my first floor plan, and that first floor plan is set up and ready in position. Now I can double click into it. I could change the scale on it, so I change it to 1:200, and it makes it that bit smaller. Okay, and I click back outside, and you can see there, and I can move this into position. Okay, I'm just going to grab that and bring it across here, and if you look in, you can see that we have our ground floor plan set up. You have your grids in place, and down here it says first floor plan 1:200. So again, I want to bring in my ground floor plan. So again, I bring my ground floor plan across. Again, it's going in at a scale as 1:100. And if you wanted it in at this scale, then you'd probably have to make sure that you only put one on each page. So I'm just going to put it in as 1:200 for the moment. So I can click on here. So just double click inside it, and down here I'm just going to change that to 200. And you'll see that the scale will change on it. And I'm just going to bring this back into here, and then I can move that up into position. So realistically, I would probably have a floor plan per sheet. So in this situation, if I wanted to change that, I would click in here and I'll delete. So just use delete on my keyboard, and then here I'm double clicking in again, and I'm going to put this in as 1:100. So again, I'm going to once I have that in, I can just pan it into center, and now I have it sitting on my sheet. Now if you look over here then under sheets, you'll see that a sheet has been created. So sheet C104 floor plans, and if I open that out, you can see ground floor plan is sitting into it. Okay, so that's then in position. Now let's say I want to go and print that. What I will do now then is I go up to File, I'll go to Print, and I go Print, and I'm going to print this to PDF. So I'm going to go to, say, Microsoft Prints to PDF, and then I'm just going to browse, put it in my desktop just for the moment. and it's just selected views, so there's just one set, one sheet. So I could select and select the different views, but it's just this floor plan that I want to create. And then I click on setup, we go to setup. I know it's landscape, it's centered, fit to page, and I click OK. And then if I click OK to that, just select, I need to select one of these. So it's this sheet here, and I click OK, and then I click OK to that. You've chosen to print one view sheet as a separate file. Do you wish to continue? And I'll just say yes. It's saving in here, and I'm going to put it in as C104 and save. And now it should open as a PDF drawing now. So if I come back out here, you see C104, and it's created as a PDF drawing. And that's my, and if I just zoom in on it here, you see football clubhouse, floor plans, and that's saved as a PDF. Okay, so if you go back into Revit, to do that then, just to go over that again, I got file, I went print, and I said print to PDF, and then I come down here and I selected which one I wanted to print to PDF. And in this situation, it was just the one. If I wanted more than one, I could select on separate sheets and click OK, and it would do them all together. I can also create a set. So if I select on here, I can go set 1, and then I'll create what is set 1 and save it. Okay, but in this situation I just wanted to print the 1, so that's what I did there. Okay, so let's say I wanted to create a new sheet. So again, I'm going to view, I go to sheet, and I'm going to create the same again. So it's going to create, and if you see here, it creates C105, and it's unnamed for the moment. But what I will do is I'm going to put something in. So this one, I'm going to put my first floor plan in. If you remember, I had it in the previous sheet. Okay, now when I go in, I'm just going to double click inside, change the scale, 1 is to 100, and then move it or center it onto my page. Okay, so now I have this in as 1 is to 100, and if you come in across here, you'll see that my C105 is floor plans, and I can, if I come down here and change the title, this will, okay, so I'm going to go first floor, okay, and this will reflect what goes in here. So C105, C104, and then the previous one there. Okay, that sheet is then ready to print, and I can go outside and print that. Now, let's say I wanted to show one of my sections in here. Well, then I can go into one of my sections. So let's take this section, and I'll say, okay, well, I'm going to bring that section across, or perhaps it's this section. So I'll take this section across, so it's section 1-1. So I go back into my sheet, and I bring over section 1-1. Okay, so I already have that view placed in, so it's section 2. And I'm going to put that down here. Okay, and then you can see that section there. Now the interesting thing about this is that if I leave that, there's a couple of things that I'd like to show here. Okay, so it has all the levels in place, okay, which is fine. And then if you see, it has this box around it. Now, if I wanted to get rid of that, I would go back into my section 2, click on the box, and down here it just shows hide crop area. So I click on hide crop area, and then that just means when I go back into my floor plan, that section has been removed. Okay, so that border has been removed. Now, when I take that and I go into my ground floor plan, and you see here, it now has actually tagged that, whereas this one isn't tagged, as that section hasn't been placed in a view yet or into a sheet yet. But because this has been placed into a sheet, it's looked as 2 C015. Okay, so that's automatically done for you within Revit. Okay, again, if I wanted to print C105, I come in here, I'll go File, I go Print, go to Print. I'm going to print a PDF, and then select the views. So I'm going to select, and let's say I select the 2 views that I have there, or let's do the 3 views. I have 3 sheets created. I click OK. Do you want to save these for use in our future? So I'll say yes, and I'll call them set 2. That's fine. And then I click OK. It says I'm chosen to print 3 views, and do you want to continue? Yes. I'll save it in here as set 2 and save. Now that should automatically save to as PDF. Okay, so let's try that. It wouldn't print to the printer, so let's go again, set 2 PDF, save, yes. Okay, so if we take it from the last point at where we left off, we're going to go File, we go Print, we're going to print a PDF. Here I'm going to just need to click this, combine multiple selections of views into a single file, and that's the mistake I made last time. And then I've set it up so that we select the 3 sheets, click OK, and then we just click OK. Then I'm going to call this set for print and save. And now when I go out, I should be it should automatically save into a PDF drawing. So I'll come out here and it should set for print. I open this up and that's my first sheet. That was one that I had prepared earlier. This is the floor plan. So that's your ground floor plan. And this is your first floor plan, and that was the section that we put in. Okay, I hope this is of some help, and this is a continuation. In our next video, we look at 3D views and bringing 3D views into the sheet. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.